Angela Lansbury was born on October 16, 1925, in London, England, into a family steeped in creativity, intellect, and public service. Her mother, Moyna McGill, was a respected actress, while her father, Edgar Lansbury, was a prominent politician. When Angela was just 9 years old, her father's sudden death deeply altered her childhood, forcing her to grow up quickly and seek comfort in storytelling, theater, and film. These early experiences shaped her emotional depth and empathy, qualities that would later define her performances. As Europe descended into the turmoil of World War II, the Lansbury family made the difficult decision to leave England in 1940, escaping the Blitz and relocating to the United States. The move was both frightening and transformative. Settling first in New York, Angela immersed herself in acting studies, finding stability and purpose in her craft. What began as an emotional refuge soon became a lifelong calling that would place her among the most enduring performers in entertainment history. A teenage star emerges in Hollywood. Angela Lansbury's entry into Hollywood was swift and remarkable. After moving to Los Angeles, she signed with MGM, and at just 17 years old, was cast in Gaslight in 1944. Her performance as the sharp-tongued maid immediately captured attention and earned her an Academy Award nomination, an extraordinary achievement for someone so young. Rather than being molded into conventional ingenue roles, Lansbury found herself cast as characters far older and more complex than her actual age. While this could have limited her career, she embraced the challenge with intelligence and discipline. Films like The Picture of Dorian Gray and later The Manchurian Candidate demonstrated her ability to bring psychological depth and emotional precision to every role she touched. Even when playing supporting characters, she dominated the screen with quiet authority. These early years established her reputation as an actor of rare versatility, someone capable of disappearing into a role while elevating the entire production through sheer presence and skill. Reinventing stardom through stage and screen. By the 1960s, Angela Lansbury had proven she was more than a Hollywood film star. She reinvented herself repeatedly, most powerfully on the Broadway stage. Her performances in musicals such as Mame, Gypsy, and Sweeney Todd revealed a performer of extraordinary range, combining vocal strength, sharp comedic timing, and emotional gravity. Unlike many stars who faded with age, Lansbury grew more formidable as the years passed. Each stage role reflected a fearless commitment to craft rather than image. This same philosophy guided her television work, most notably her iconic portrayal of Jessica Fletcher in Murder, She Wrote. Airing from 1984 to 1996, the series made her a global household name. Intelligent, compassionate, and independent, Fletcher became a symbol of quiet strength. Over 12 seasons, Lansbury brought warmth and wit to the role, earning admiration across generations and redefining what leading roles for older women could look like in television. A young marriage and an emotional awakening. In 1945, at only 19 years old, Angela Lansbury married actor Richard Cromwell in what would later be described as a youthful and idealistic decision. The marriage was brief, lasting just over a year, but it left a lasting emotional impact. Cromwell's sudden departure, marked only by a short note, left Lansbury confused and heartbroken. In later years, she spoke with honesty and compassion about that period, acknowledging that both she and Cromwell were navigating a Hollywood culture that discouraged openness and emotional truth. Over time, Lansbury came to understand that Cromwell had been struggling privately with his own identity in an era that offered little safety for self-expression. Rather than viewing the experience with bitterness, she framed it as a painful but formative lesson in empathy and self-awareness. Her reflections revealed emotional maturity well beyond her years and underscored a defining trait of her character, a refusal to assign blame where compassion was more appropriate, finding stability, love, and partnership. Angela Lansbury's life took a profoundly happier turn when she married actor and producer Peter Shaw in 1949. Their partnership, which lasted more than 5 decades, became the emotional anchor of her life. Together, They built a family grounded in loyalty, respect, and mutual support. Shaw understood the demands of her career and stood firmly beside her as both husband and collaborator. Lansbury often credited him with providing the stability that allowed her to thrive creatively. As a mother and stepmother, she balanced work with deep concern for her children's well-being, acknowledging that the pressures of fame and distance were not easy, yet her devotion never wavered. Family remained her priority, even when it required difficult sacrifices. Through this marriage, Lansbury found not only romantic fulfillment, but also a true partnership that endured personal struggles, career changes, and the passage of time with remarkable strength and unity. Choosing family over fame in a moment of crisis. During the turbulent cultural climate of the late 1960s, Angela Lansbury faced one of the most difficult challenges of her life as a parent. Like many families of the era, hers was affected by the widespread experimentation and instability surrounding youth culture. Concerned about the environment her children were growing up in, Lansbury made a decisive choice that reflected her values. She stepped away from Hollywood and relocated her family to rural Ireland, seeking peace, structure, and safety. The move required professional sacrifice, including turning down work, but she never doubted the decision. In later interviews, she spoke candidly about how vital that change of environment was for her family's healing and growth. Ireland offered distance from chaos and allowed her children to find balance and direction. It was a defining moment that revealed Lansbury's priorities clearly. Fame was temporary, but family was irreplaceable. Health, discipline, and aging with intention. Angela Lansbury approached aging with the same practicality and discipline she applied to her career. In her earlier years, she had smoked, a common habit in the entertainment industry at the time, but she made the deliberate decision to quit, prioritizing her health and longevity. As she aged, she addressed physical changes openly and without shame, viewing medical interventions as tools rather than indulgences. Whether managing arthritis, undergoing joint replacement surgeries, or adapting her performances to physical limitations, Lansbury remained focused on quality of life and continued creative engagement. She rarely dramatized these challenges, instead meeting them with quiet determination. Her resilience allowed her to continue performing well into her later years, defying expectations about age and endurance in the performing arts. Through it all, she modeled a balanced approach to aging, one rooted in self-respect, realism, and an unwavering commitment to staying present and capable. Honors, recognition, and cultural impact. Over the course of her extraordinary career, Angela Lansbury received nearly every major honor available in the entertainment industry. She won multiple Tony Awards, received an honorary Academy Award, earned Golden Globes, and was recognized by the Screen Actors Guild for lifetime achievement. In 2014, she was appointed Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire, a distinction that reflected not only her artistic achievements, but her cultural influence across continents. Yet despite these accolades, Lansbury remained remarkably grounded. She spoke often about gratitude rather than triumph, crediting collaborators, audiences, and family for sustaining her career. Her influence extended beyond awards, shaping how audiences viewed older women, intelligence, and strength in popular media. She became a symbol of dignity, consistency, and artistic integrity, a performer whose legacy was built not on scandal or spectacle, but on decades of excellence and trust earned from generations of viewers. A legacy defined by compassion and craft. Angela Lansbury's lasting impact lies not only in her performances, but in the values she embodied throughout her life. She was known for her kindness, discretion, and deep respect for others, qualities that earned her admiration both on and off set. Colleagues frequently described her as generous and professional, someone who elevated every project she joined. She approached fame without entitlement and challenges without bitterness. Whether reflecting on youthful mistakes, family struggles, or personal loss, she spoke with honesty and grace. Her ability to look back without resentment offered a powerful example of emotional maturity. Lansbury demonstrated that longevity in both life and career is built on adaptability, humility, and perseverance. Her story resonates because it is deeply human, marked by learning, growth, and the courage to choose compassion even when life was difficult. A life remembered with gratitude. Angela Lansbury passed away peacefully on October 11, 2022, just days shy of her 97th birthday. Her death marked the end of an era, but not the end of her influence. Few performers have spanned as many generations or left such a consistent impression of excellence. From classic cinema to Broadway stages and beloved television screens, her work remains woven into cultural memory. More importantly, her life story continues to inspire those who value integrity over image and resilience over regret. Lansbury showed that success does not require perfection, only perseverance and empathy. She lived fully, learned openly, and aged with intention. In remembering her, audiences are reminded that true legacy is not measured by fame alone, but by the quiet strength of character that endures long after the curtain falls.